How is this happening in our country today? And why? Why is it happening? Why?
And Tracy, you were telling me earlier.
What do you mean? Why is
you know
Republican?
this
You know
county,
exactly
you know
why
this
it's
area.
happening.
Did you ever think
You've been talking about killing pedophile Democrats for so long? Like, it is such a shocking revelation to right wingers when they're like, "What? I'm so confused." Like, you're literally at every rally being like, "We got to kill members of the media," and then they're like, "Oh wow, the rhetoric has gotten out of control." Like, you're not like an NPR Democrat, okay? You're not the type of Democrat that's like, "Oh, maybe we should give Nazis a seat at the table so we can hear what they have to say." Like, half of the people that are wearing shirts have shirts like "Assassinate Joe Biden" on them while they're like, I'm in dismay. This country is falling apart, while they literally are wearing like "End Joe Biden's Life" t-shirts. You know what I mean? I guess when they say, "How could this happen?" they mean like, how can this happen to us, to a Republican? You know, we are supposed to have the monopoly on, political violence. And it is technically true. They do have that. They do normally have the monopoly. I want to see what our it says. I want to see so bad. What does it say?
Moments away from hearing President Biden. He is going to stand at that podium, and we believe this is in Delaware. Somebody can confirm for me. But he will address the nation about these events tonight in Florida. The shooting that apparently wounded former President Trump, who is said to be okay. It killed a spectator, wounded another who's in critical condition. The shooter, who has not been identified, we know nothing about that person's background or what might have motivated him. That shooter is said to be deceased as well. This story has been rolling out, and here is the president.
Thoroughly briefed by all the agencies in the federal government.
Damn, that was quick.
Based on what we know now. I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have engaged in making sure that the people and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to give, if it's not convenient for you all. But the bottom line is, the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well.
They're going to say he's not calling him the president.
He's doing well.
As former presidents are normally called.
Two, that they're thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to him tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do, okay? I don't know enough to, I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts.
Don't answer questions, Joe.
So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make some comment.
Don't answer questions. Don't do it.
Was the security failing, Mr.
The president stopping short of calling this an assassination attempt, but noting that he plans to talk to Donald Trump and that his understanding is the former president is doing well. President Biden speaking out against the scourge of political violence, saying there's no room for this.
He almost fucked it up.
And as we had reported,
you think Trump will talk to him? Probably not.
He said this is unheard of. Everybody
if I'm Trump, I ain't talking to him. This is my moment in the fucking spotlight, dude. You kidding me? Give him a fucking layup to make it seem like he's conciliatory and defending him and shit? Fuck no. I'm fucking coming out of the gate swinging, dude. A man who threw up a fist after he got fucking shot? Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's going to use this momentum. Would they admit if Secret Service shot the wrong people? Yes, it will inevitably come out because people died. So crazy that the photographers gave no shot, gave no shit, try to get the best possible photo. Of course, this is the job of the media. Dude, I cover gruesome things on a daily fucking basis. Like, I think most journalists that have been in a situation, been you know, conflict reporters and whatnot, this is their opportunity. They have complete fucking, they're locked in. That's the whole point. That's their job.
Quite strong, quite large.
They do it in way worse situations than this one too.
Convention is taking place will undoubtedly require going through magnetiles, making sure that no one is armed going into that event.
After this very
I mean, the teleprompter does look intact. I don't know. I don't know how it could have been potentially a.
All right, Allie, thank you. Kip
It
Tom,
could have been
former
potentially
US
glass.
ambassador to
We'll
UN,
find
the
out
UN
more
was
about
just
it
a few
in a little
yards from
bit.
the former president when the shots rang out. Thank you for joining.
Surviving an attempted political assassination. Surviving an attempted assassination is usually pretty fucking good for your chances of election.
And obviously, there was a person
I
about
can't really think of
15 foot
anyone that's
behind me
like
that was
survived the political assassination and like not ended up winning, like a legitimate
stayed
one.
pretty calm for the most part. And but you know, it sounded like there was 6-7 shots to start with, and then here it could have been a little bit closer.
Keemstar tweeted about you, dude. Are you fucking stupid? The former president got shot. If you're literally looking at drama alert right now to see like what they will turn this narrative into and how they'll somehow make this about me, you have to be the most delusional person on the planet. Like, what are you Keemstar? He's a fucking idiot, dude. What do you mean? Like, yeah, dude, I know. I can't believe that like right-wing charlatans and idiots will be like, oh, somehow the former president got shot. Let's make this about motherfucking Hassan. You have to be literally the dumbest person on the planet. You have to be such a fucking gross loser to do such a thing. To be like, oh, let's cancel Hassan now. Like, suck my dick, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here.
During my lifetime,
Obsessive
and I was
loser.
recalling those and thinking about those, and then
Libs of TikTok posted a photo of you saying you were the shooter, then deleted it. I swear on everything I have. It might be Chuds of TikTok that jokingly said I was the shooter.
Start interviewing around the circle around him.
Luckily, I have a fucking alibi, as in I was here when it happened. We were literally before NBC News on the story. That's how fucking crazy this chat is. That there were still some freaks watching this fucking rally while we weren't even watching it, and immediately informed me before NBC News even got to it.
From a confirmed source that the shooter was actually firing from outside the perimeter.
Yeah, you guys can
that
join,
changes
yeah.
a lot in terms
you can't say anything unhinged right now though, because there's a lot of haters out and about looking to fucking somehow turn this on me or some shit.
Is that a shooter could get in an elevated position at any kind of a Secret Service event, because the first thing that the service does is they get all the elevated
once in a lifetime
positions,
historic events
and they
unfolding.
Put their, you know, sniper teams up there and lookouts with binoculars and rifles. So you know, it does seem from the witnesses that this was a
I'm here with 2 Australian nationals who were literally supposed to go to this rally.
We got tickets. We went to SneakerCon instead.
Yeah, they got tickets for this rally. They were gonna go, and then they're like, "Oh, it's just gonna be kind of a shit video if we go. It's gonna be boring. We don't want to fly all the way out to fucking Pittsburgh to do this." And then they turned around with the fucking SneakerCon instead.
I think what's really fucked is so content brain that I kind of feel like I've been broken up with. You visualize like a separate future of what you could have been doing and all gone.
I mean, it would have been a dangerous situation. You avoided getting potentially shot. Biden, of course, predictable.
Was close. I don't know.
Biden's campaign's rhetoric led directly to President Trump's attempted assassination. Yeah. Remember, guys, Donald Trump didn't do January 6th, but even if he did do January 6th, those are fucking patriots. Also, Biden directly is responsible for the assassination attempt. It's such a... These guys have literally no fucking decency whatsoever. First of all, Biden is a fucking cadaver, okay? He is not... Mike is going in and out. Fix audio. Jesus.
Ah, shit.
What did you do? Did you move it around or something? Oh, there's an echo.
Oh, it's because of this guy. We can just share this.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Trump thinks Kamala Harris is. I mean, Biden thinks Kamala Harris is Trump. If he was going to kill anyone, you wouldn't know who it would be.
Oh, okay.
If it's an arena, at least you're in a closed environment. I only have to worry about what's on the inside. When you do element, everything's locked and tight.
Wait,
how do you secure that outer perimeter? How far do you go? And can you cover everything?
They got the
That's
shooter.
Yeah, but that means there was a breach in security and people had weapons. And like that seems so weird that he would get back up.
Yeah,
after
dude. He got back up to throw up a fist because Secret Service W on that one. They were like, yes, Mr. President, go ahead, throw up your fucking fist.
You're good to go.
Dude, Israel bombs Damascus all the fucking time. You guys are crazy. I'm sorry, but it's like a man bites dog versus dog bites man type situation. Okay? Like, chatters who are like, dude, by the way, Israel's bombing Damascus is a crazy fucking thing to say right now in this moment when the former president had an assassination attempt. Okay?
When was the last time this happened?
This is Ronald Reagan. Oh, well, other people have been like congressperson been shot. The third in line, Steve Scalise was shot at the congressional baseball game. But like last time a president or a former president that's like running for re-election, last time a president was shot at was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was shot at, and he survived. And someone attempted to fucking kill Bush, I guess, by throwing a shoe at him, but that's not it. Like, that's not what we're talking about.
This happened like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, there was the Bush shoe projectile, but like American presidents have not, have not had this kind of like a serious attempt at their lives in quite some time.
To not panic and to allow the Secret Service, and also look at where that motorcade is. That vehicle where they exit him out, there's people all around, and you see everybody hold their position and allow the security team to evacuate.
Yeah, Abby, thank you for that. I should note several years ago, working on a story for the Today Show, I went to the Secret Service training facility outside of Washington, and they put me through a simulation in which I was the protectee waving to a crowd when shots ring out. And
Vice President Harris,
the swiftness.
Yeah, they're all saying like, we're glad he didn't die.
Getting me in the car.
I don't know.
I
mean, that's it. That's what's going to happen. Like, that's what they're going to say. Like, no one's gonna be like, I can't believe the motherfucker missed. Like, no one's gonna say that. You know what I mean? If that's what you're expecting, like, I'm telling you, is not. Also, the other thing, this is pretty funny. People basically are trying to say this. Okay, the Republicans that are coming out and being like, this is because of Biden's rhetoric, are basically like unironically saying this meme is real. Okay. Biden was like, no, we beat Medicare. Someone was like, thank you. The Manchurian candidate was activated. Okay. The Manchurian candidate was fucking activated. Is like, oh yeah, he said the right sequence of words and it unlocked a part of someone's fucking brain. Anyway.
No, there's no way a lib did this. Like, I don't know.
They did miss those. Maybe that is pretty lib.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother texted me, said, this is a historically significant event. You should consider putting on a shirt. Yeah, no, it's fine. I got a right to bear arms, baby. It's the United States of goddamn America. You know what I'm saying?
Can I tell you what we did at SneakerCon as soon as it happened?
What?
I was like, I need to go buy the Donald Trump shoes right now because I thought he'd been killed. And I was like, imagine how much they're going to go up in value.
Yeah, I texted him. Well, you were not going to buy them because you texted me that they were $500,000.
Yeah, I would get the money somewhere.
Yeah. He was like, because I told them when they went to SneakerCon, I told him like, I need the Trump shoes. Like, I need to buy them. And he was like, okay, I'll see if they have it. They found it. $500,000 what they're selling it
President Trump was up there, and then within 5 minutes, we're hearing pop, 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 pop. And then everybody's on the ground. Everybody's on the floor. And it was just like, what? And we were on the ground level. We were 4 rows back from the stage. And are you coming?
We'll just follow along with you. They're moving in the car here, so we'll just
from the stage. And the people in the bleachers behind us, somebody got popped. Somebody got killed. Somebody died. Somebody got shot.
Yeah.
Why?
Like this close to where
we don't know. We don't know
those
the exact
bullets,
details, but like I think perhaps the shooter got shot.
How is this happening in our country today? And why? Why is it happening? Why?
And Tracy, you were telling me earlier.
What do you mean, why is
you know
Republican?
this
You know
county,
exactly
you know
why
this
it's
area.
happening.
Did you ever think
You've been talking about killing pedophile Democrats for so long. Like, it is such a shocking revelation to right wingers when they're like, "What? I'm so confused." Like, you're literally at every rally being like, "We got to kill members of the media," and then they're like, "Oh wow, the rhetoric has gotten out of control." Like, you're not like an NPR Democrat, okay? You're not the type of Democrat that's like, "Oh, maybe we should give Nazis a seat at the table so we can hear what they have to say." Like, half of the people that are wearing fucking shirts have shirts like "Assassinate Joe Biden" on them while they're like, I'm in dismay. This country is falling apart, while they literally are wearing like fucking "End Joe Biden's Life" t-shirts. You know what I mean? I guess when they say, "How could this happen?" they mean like, how can this happen to us, to a Republican? You know, we are supposed to have the monopoly on, political violence. And it is technically true. They do have that. They do normally have the monopoly. I want to see what our fucking shirt says. I want to see so bad. What does it say?
Parasite was the bottom one.
Does it make you feel? How were you feeling?
It makes me feel absolutely great and wonderful. In my heart.
Yeah, maybe they're confused because this didn't happen at a school. They're like, this normally only happens at schools. What's going on?
But I do, because this country for so long seems to be going down a path that it really shouldn't be doing.
So, I mean, you came in to hear the former president speak, someone you're a fan of. And what is your state of mind now?
Not good. There's too much hate. This is too much.
Bro.
We can't do this as a country. We can't.
There's too much hate. Dude, at the rally that she was at, Trump probably said, "Immigrants are poisoning the blood of America. We have to take care of all of the immigrant rapists. We have to put them in concentration camps." And she was like, "Yeah!" But then, she's like, what is happening with this rhetoric? It is so divisive. It
So
is
glad you and Tyler are safe.
so
Drive
messed
safe.
up.
We hope you get home soon.
You
Thank you. I
can't be at the
appreciate
fucking
you.
hate rally and be like,
Lester,
the
they've got
discourse is out.
a lot of cars piling up here. There are a few different places that
shirt.
people are trying to exit at this point. A bit of a free-for-all, but people have been kind and generous to one another. People letting cars in that
Like
are
a
trying to
different
come
version
in.
of this shirt.
And again, just reeling from what they witnessed. Some people very much firsthand, very close
actual
to
one
the
here.
tragedy that we're describing from sort of the law enforcement point of view, the high level point of view. But at the end of the day, Lester, the people who were here on the ground, particularly those who were close to that violence, it's something they are never going to forget, and it's now associated, of course, with politics, with the state of our democracy for so many of the people that we've been talking to, Lester.
All right, Dasha, thanks. We'll continue to go to you.
Yeah, let me tell you, okay? For people asking, I joked and I said, maybe there'll be gun reform now. Okay, that was a joke. But if you're asking about that question seriously, the only type of gun reform that they're going to engage in now is going to be extra guns, okay? Gun reform. Every baby to a Republican family must be armed with an RPG, okay? We need rocket launchers. We need homing missiles, okay? We need JDAMs in every house.
Have confirmation that this is where former President Donald Trump was taken, but there's a heavy law enforcement presence here. Media was across the street. We're shortly getting moved. The hospital is set up on a hillside, and there's law enforcement at the top of the hill looking down. There's also law enforcement at the top of the roof of the hospital itself. When I arrived, there was a helicopter circling the building.
Median voter
when I
speaks.
pulled up, I asked
Not
the
a
officer
Cheeto
how
fan.
they were
This
doing.
is a great
He said
shot.
they're
Newsmax reporters.
The media did a great
Newsmax
job.
reporting the shooter was Chinese. Yeah, brother. Newsmax, One American News Network, OAN, or any number of Falun Gong affiliated channels like Epoch Times. Do not go to these places for actual accurate news. Okay? Sometimes they might actually end up getting it right. Having said that, however, I promise you that they are not doing real journalism. They're just fucking throwing darts at a board. I don't know. CNN said he was Chinese, then I'll believe it. Okay? If the reporting, and by the way, it's still too early. There's always going to be inaccuracies in the way that people are covering it. if CNN says it, or if the New York Times reports on it, or if a police official, if like there is an official response from law enforcement, from an actual position of authority, then it's fine. Then it's like, you know, there's a little bit more veracity to the claims. Okay.
It was just ridiculous to think that like China
Okay.
wants Biden
We
more
should
than
note that
Trump,
President
that
Biden says
there's
he
a
will be
good
trying to
candidate that they
call
back.
Former President Trump.
That we've received any indication.
Deep state assassination.
Someone said first shot of Trump leaving the fucking hospital. Trump attempted deep state assassination. Yeah, let's hear from this.
Ladies and
fucking
gentlemen,
guy.
I told you that we're not in normal times. World War III, nuclear war is this close. They just fired 5 shots at Trump and hit him in the side of the head.
Hey.
And the media's like, oh, big deal. He survived an assassination attempt. This is crazy town. Biden is a complete puppet. The New World Order is melting down everywhere. And I believe they're getting ready to kill Biden and blame it on a Trump supporter. I've been saying that for over a year. So President Trump in Pennsylvania
Wait, so
up
you're
there
wrong.
gets shot at, gets hit in the side of the head.
So wait,
I've
so
been saying the opposite.
yeah, you've been saying the opposite of what is about that. What just happened? He's like, I've been saying they're gonna try to assassinate Biden and blame a Trump supporter. It's like, okay, well then the exact opposite of that happened. So what do you mean? He needs to pay the Parkland family. He's got to make that money somehow. Yeah, he's so cooked, bro. That looks like
But he
neatly trimmed hedges behind him. Like,
He's
what's
got money.
going on?
He's in a nice place.
Yeah, how is he still at a nice house and shit? I thought he was done. Like, what's that
Survives.
about?
That image of him up there with the blood on his face, defiant, is incredible. And now the deep state that's committed all these crimes and opened the borders and human trafficked and started World War III, they are so desperate, they're going to go for broke. And I've told Trump, I've told his campaign, you've got to be more careful. We got to pray for President Trump right now. This is such a dangerous time. I'm in Northern California with what would be a huge story breaking tomorrow, and it's still going to break. Massive story we're working on right now, okay? Secret mission. And we'll still break it. But, ladies and gentlemen, this attempted assassination of Trump means we're not in Kansas anymore. And now they've tried to kill him with a gun. They're going to try to poison him. So Trump, inside circle, listen to me. And I know you've listened before. You've had the Secret Service call me. I've briefed him on stuff. Listen to me.
I know the Trump inner circle does watch him, but it is funny to think that like he's briefing the Secret Service. Like, okay, brother, sure.
You got to take my supplements. That's what you have to take.
He's like, listen, I briefed the Secret Service. I told him a Chinese communist, Ukrainian, trans black woman was going to take shots at the president.
That's why I always take my anti-assassination pills.
Yeah.
You can get them for $5.50.
I told him, yeah. Only way to save you is colloidal silver.
Steps, but it is the kind of gesture and important connection that actually does send a message right now that this is not about the politics of the moment and that there are bigger issues here with the current president and several former presidents talking about no room for political violence. We're hearing that from many elected officials on Capitol Hill as well.
What the
And right
fuck?
now we're in a period of a few different
lightning never
streams of
strikes
information.
twice.
What is the investigation producing? What is...
Listen, lightning never strikes twice. You know what I mean? Like, he already survived one assassination attempt. He's probably good for, like, at least a year. You know what I mean? Like, I doubt that he's going to get popped twice. That'd be crazy. Feel me?
Of a loved one in a campaign, it might be a car accident. We've seen all those iterations before, and there's typically a quieting period where both campaigns turn down the volume, everyone catches their breath before the rigor of a campaign resumes again. So this is a critical evening to gather facts, to get a sense of the scope of this, for direct communication between President Biden as a person and former President Donald Trump as a person, and not so much as candidates or in their office and former office.
The
That's
crowd
part
turned
of
on
what's
us. Not a
playing out
majority of
here.
people, but dozens
Now,
of
the
rally
president
goers cursed and
indicated
made
he
obscene
would speak
gestures and ran
again or
towards bike rack
communicate again
barricades,
if
but
there
didn't
were
cross
further
them.
developments.
This is your fault.
And
You
there are
fuckers was
questions
yelled
to
in our
be
direction.
identified about what next steps there should be, and are all the resources there. Even a question about where does former President Trump go in the immediate hours ahead. He, of course, was on the road as a candidate in Pennsylvania. What is the...
All right, shut up, mainstream media. The king is talking. Said, I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement. He truthed, okay? He's truthing right now. For their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter. I'm shocked that he didn't immediately say, like, this was a Chinese, Ukrainian black woman who's also trans. Like, it's actually, this is shocking. I don't know if like I don't know if that shot concussed him into like doing a normal thing all of a sudden, but like this is a wild way to operate here. Nothing is known about this time of the shooter, and he's not speculating, who is now dead.
Nuts.
I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and I immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America.
Finish that with God bless America.
God bless America.
Because God saved him.
What? Better resolution? The shooter was a right winger? I doubt that the shooter was a right winger, dude. Oh, don't do the liberal version of what the fucking the Republicans are doing. I mean, I see it. Like, I see the photo, and he's got one of those like grunt force shirts on. Okay.
I mean, I got those as well.
But like, yeah, he's got one of those like grunt force ass shirts on. You know, those like fucking military LARPer yee ass shirts.
Military fatigues as well. The pants are kind of like khaki.
Khaki. Oh yeah, he does.
You guys don't say that?
Khaki.
Khaki.
You know, the Lord wants him to be president. Anyway.
How far away was he?
What?
120 meters, apparently.
Yeah, he was far. He was not a part of the rally. Like he was on top of a container, which is crazy. That's a major L for the Secret Service, for the record. Like, actually.
Just someone being up
You
there
got
the
some
whole
homie
time.
with a fucking rifle on top of a goddamn container taking pot shots of the president. Like,
it was 100 meters away. That's not that far. That's
okay,
crazy that it
all
was
I'm
that
saying,
close.
all I'm saying is this: that fucking guy on the Tyler Oliveira video was right when he said someone's gonna try to assassinate the president.
Yeah,
he said 6 miles away though.
He said 6 miles
That's
away.
A little bit closer.
150 meters, 400 feet.
150 though. It's like just more than a swimming pool. Oh shit. Well, there you go.
Law enforcement snipers were already facing the direction of the shooter seconds prior to the shooting. I'm amazed they did not see the shooter crawling into position.
You know, that's a
mere 400. Yeah, by the way, this is literally the reason why it's like so funny in a very serious, very obvious way. This is hilarious to be like, I can't believe the violent rhetoric. I can't believe the divisiveness. It's like, meanwhile, this was on the fucking poster behind them. Like, he was making arguments about how like undocumented migrants are coming in and invading the fucking country and doing like, you know, doing violence and madness.
little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Okay, I think the first couple of shots are like from, yeah, look at this guy.
Oh wow.
Like there, he's right there. He's like literally right fucking there. Senior reporter covering investigations at Capitol Hill for ABC says the shooter at the Trump rally fired as many as 8 rounds from an AR-style rifle while perched on a rooftop adjacent to the venue. Law enforcement sources told ABC News. Shooter was 200 to 300 yards away at the time of the gunfire, the sources said.
Closer.
Yeah, that fucking dude with the funny-ass Trump visor was most likely correct in his original eyewitness testimony. No, that's not the shooter, guys. No, that's Secret Service. What? Do you think that... Do you think that that's the shooter? No, man. I'm saying like he's right there, as in like the Secret Service is right there.
Why didn't the cameraman stop it? That is crazy.
Wait, he's aiming too.
And look what happened to him.
No, they are always aiming. I thought he like perched up though. I was wrong. I feel like he just like leans into it. Of course they're always aiming. I meant like I thought he moved like right before the shot.
And
look, see his head moves.
Took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Yeah, he's.
Why are these guys not moving? Like some people get down. What is people that used to guns that they don't?
No, I think they think it's like
Probably
fireworks
20
maybe.
million people.
Like there he is. Yeah, No, I think he shoots. Like I think you see him shoot.
A little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Oh, yeah. Always scanning for threats.
This is where the shooter was, it looks like. Yeah, he was on top of these like container things. Yeah.
It's such a massive space to get there on the roof. Like
But he's so
seeing
close.
A guy walking around.
No, he's like literally looking right at him, which is crazy.
Insane.
Where's Mark Wahlberg when you need him the most? Oh, Alexa's Uber Eats. How the fuck do they not have agents on the roof? Yeah, I don't really know. Anyway, update from Secret Service is that 1 has been killed and 2 is critically injured. Here's the latest information from our investigation. We're grateful to the Secret Service team and our law enforcement partners. During President Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on the evening of the 13th of July at approximately 6:15 p.m., a suspected shooter fired multiple shots towards the stage from an elevated position outside the rally venue. U.S. Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter, who is now deceased. Photo of the bullet whizzing past them. Wait, what? No.
No, I don't believe that.
Is this real? No fucking.
No,
Who is
that's
this
not real.
guy? No.
No.
No, I don't think. Is that? There's no way that's real. Would that even? Why would
No, like the frame rate would have to be way too high. They're not
Yeah,
shooting
no,
at
I don't
that.
think so. The direction is like not correct either. So I doubt it. It's just a chemtrail in the background. Yeah. U.S. Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter, who is now deceased. U.S. Secret Service quickly responded with a protective measure, and the former president is safe and being evaluated. 1 spectator was killed. 2 spectators were critically injured. The incident is currently under investigation, and the Secret Service has formally notified the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So they shot at a bunch of people, I think, potentially. You need a slow-mo guy like a 10K camera to pick that up. A Chinese chemtrail from Ukraine? Could be. Is this geolocated proof of the location of the shooter? Yeah. Yeah, this video is the one that was like circulating around of the dead dude on top of the fucking on top of the barn. That's like right there. I'm not going to show it to you right now. Trump said he was, for the record, just so you know, Trump said he was hit by a bullet. Trump said he was hit by a bullet. A source who's spoken with a member of the Secret Service tells TMZ Trump was not hit by a bullet. Rather, a bullet hit his teleprompter and the glass struck him in the ear. Trump is saying he got hit by a bullet. Would you guys... Oh, that looks good.
Would you like some?
No. Do you think Trump will try to make it political? Yeah, I know. Just like get politics out of this political assassination. You know what I mean? Like, but also the teleprompters do look intact, so I don't know. Why is it so fucking hot in here? Trump's tweet is more anime? Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's tune into fucking CNN to see what the hell they're talking about. Clinton News Network. Bet they're celebrating right now. You know what I'm saying, brother? Bet they're having a party over there.
If you just look back in history, it doesn't take a lot to
just kidding.
To dig and find that people.
Nothing I do is performative. So I'm not going to, for instance, I'll use Hassan as an example. I'm not going to talk to a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always black. What do you think black people?
What a liar, dude. What a Weasley little liar, dude. What a Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Literally lying. Still lying to his audience. Can someone at least enlighten Destiny that he's literally lying to his audience? What a piece of shit, dude. Holy shit. America deserved 9/11, dude. I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training
in a video
and
game,
equipping and enhancing their capabilities. So that's part of what we're doing. And the other part is just knowledge. We want to know what's happening.
Like we totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit. We did. We did in a video game.
Amazing.